Hello there, yes, Matthew Miller, and yes, I know I'm still doing videos, I know I'm supposed to be taking breaks, and even now I'm still covering articles on my blog, which I should be taking a break, but of course so much is just going on. Really, yes, well, and also I'm going to be covering from comments on my YouTube channel, my WordPress blogs, and also on my Bitchute as well. And also I'm going to start with on YouTube. Of course, I'm going to start with DN. And this is one from my making my own beeswax fur rats first attempt. And this is such a good comment because what? I'm going to read it first. I give you a 9 because that grader looks hard to clean. I don't have any beeswax fur rats, so I'm not sure I can really judge your DIY projects, but I can lift it up with your kitchen. You can lift it with your kitchen tongs instead of your hands. If it comes out from your oven, it might burn your fingers. Looks fun. Well, the end. Thank you for the 9. That's actually is higher my own rating because actually when I did it, I gave myself like a 7 out of 9, and yes, and I also reply, oh thanks, and yes. Now let's move on to the next comment from Carolyn Dickerson. I appreciate your work. The ministry truth is well and truly alive. Makes of Orwell's blueprint look like a tea party, yet it is definitely alive and well, and it's going, yeah, it's already live. Well, let's move on here. Gary Shannon, the prelude to internal microchipping. Good health, yeah, well, because they all want to microchip us. Yeah, well, not on my watch. I ain't gonna take any chips. And yeah, that one's from the contact tracing app is here. Should we trust in? And the one's from Caroline Dixon. This one's from New Zealand MP Jacinda Ardern called for internet filter towards internet she deemed objectable, yeah. And well, I ain't gonna go to the next one. This one's from my smoking blog doing the opposite. That's just telling the nanny state to get stuffed. Yeah, to get stuffed. And this one's from Caroline Dixon. Another one from that fella there. The Asian visitors will not like it as many like their smokes. Whoa. The ways are pleasing. Oh man, yeah. And this one from TJMP's. Cheers, bro. And this one's from the Freedom Democracy song Invisible Rainbow. That's one from when I was in Auckland watching Sue Gray speak as well. And I'm going to tell you about the protest itself. Well, how many media coverage over there? Well, I didn't see any, so 0. Well, because that was just like probably a week after the Black Lives Matter protest in New Zealand, and they were like, and we're still under level 2 alert, level 2 COVID-19 alert level, so, and our Prime Minister and the police did absolutely nothing to stop it. Yeah, absolutely nothing to stop it. So, and they got tons of media coverage, and it was like 2,000 people, 20 times above the limit that you're allowed for gatherings. Because when you're actually in the level 2, alert level 2, you can only have a gathering up to 100. 100, that's the limit. And when we were in Auckland and that though, we were well under that. And we get 0 and media coverage and yeah, then another one from DN. Do you believe the climate protesters? Well, from my point of view, no, because I don't. Good thing is that it's not our fault because it is the sun that drives the climate, not CO2, not humans. But it doesn't mean ain't any environmental issues because there's still some environmental issues. Yes, of course. There is like plastic in the ocean. Oh, and this one's from the Freedom and Democracy protest song Invisible Rainbow. Yep. And the next one is absolutely hilarious. It says from Havana Beach. Well, the New Zealand government has an agenda. This is the part of the work they do with the UN and towards one world government. The like in New Zealand is only going to get harder and more restrictive. I can't agree on that. And new laws like this, New Zealand is pro-authoritarianism, or it is becoming more like so year by year. And yes, that's the case. And this is going to get funny. And that's the first part I agree. And the next part that she said, I really disagree highly. The only hope is for New Zealand is Jesus Christ. Put your faith in Him and you can trust in Him with your life. Only in Him you will find unconditional love, real peace, and eternal security and eternal life. Really? Well, because from a point of view, we only like live for a certain amount of time here on Earth anyway, so. And all that stuff is created on the Romans, yeah, because they created Christianity. You can find it in the, I think it was called Caesar Messiah, yeah, Joe Ratwell, yeah. You can find it on Jeffrey Dudley or something, yeah, Jeffrey Dudley, and he's a Christian whistleblower. You can find it, and he really speaks about why Jesus is not actually real or something, though. And they say, oh, Jesus is the truth, yeah, only Jesus is the way, truth, and life, the God, the Father. God loves New Zealand. Well, from my point of view, nature God does love New Zealand. Call to Jesus and He will help you and save you. Really? I don't know why I just clapped, and that's another reason why I hit the dislike. Because I used to believe in that stuff though. I actually really do believe it. I used to believe in that stuff though. I really used to believe it when I was like, sort of started going to church when I was about 21. When I was about 20. And yeah, so I gave up about around 23. And I just knew this was not for me. This was just not for me. So from my point of view, I'm not going to go back to believing in Jesus Christ. I don't think He's actually real. So I know that's going to offend some Christians as well, especially they're going to be watching that as well. Well, if you're offended by it, well, you just have to deal with it though. And for one thing, I do believe in a God, but I'm not a religious person and I don't intend to be anyway. Yeah, because the reason why I started going to church, it may have helped me to become more spiritual and more into lifestyle, and yeah, that's great. But once you sort of know, you realise you're getting to know yourself. That's the thing. Get to know yourself. And the next one is from Stevens, and this one is from the Grey Water Division site. Yeah, well, on that one, that has an issue because I actually ended up watching the video from the primitive lifestyle, and I had them clear it, so and put about too much in it, and so I got a copyright claim. So I gotta be aware of what I do put in my videos. I gotta be aware of it, cause yeah, get a copyright claim if I'm sort of not careful as well. So, and this one's from Stevens. Love it. Well, thank you. Well, if you love it, love what I'm doing, though, do subscribe to my channel, though. Don't just like sort of say, oh, I love it, then you don't subscribe. Then you sort of don't really like. Well, this one's from Billy T. Public Play meeting, 16th June 2020, and this one's from Etonic. Great video, bro. Well, thank you. Thank you. If you really love my videos, do subscribe to my channel. Do more than that. Yeah, do more, yeah. Yeah, TJMP's T.M.K cars. And this one's from Caroline Dixon. Keep up the good work, mate. Viewers from Australia, New Zealand, board and bread. Yep. Well, I hope you enjoy your place in Australia. Well, do send me news what's happening in Australia and that though, and I'll reply with a thanks. And well, the next one's from this one's from the vaccine, abortion, Black Lives Matter, descendant others agenda for New Zealand. Well, I actually did a funny video at the end of that. And the next one's from Jim Reese. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Matthew. We got a lot to do to help Bill. Your videos help to spread the good news. Thank you for doing what you do best, getting the news out there. Well, thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. I gave him the thumbs up. And the last one on the, and this one's also from the Billy T's meeting. Yeah, this one's from there. From Anne Tahai. Great video, thank you. New Zealand Public Party all the way. Yes. Well, I know I'm going to go back. Well, Rich, I know I disagree. I actually agree in the first paragraph, but in the second I disagree about it. So I had to give you the thumbs down. So I'm not going to apologize for that because, well, I'm not going to go back into believing in religion. Never. I have found myself. I just realized it was just not me. So I'm just going to go as what is best for me. And that's my point of view. Now we're going to go on Bitchute. And this one's from face mask to be made compulsory. Why it's a bad idea. And yeah, that was on Bitchute. And stupid. And this one's from Buns.cool. Buns.cool. What a funny username. It's quite funny. I don't know why you have a username like that. It's funny. Stupid people wear masks harm health and eventually will kill stupid people society wins. Oh man, yep. And this one's on BitTube, and now it's time to go on to WordPress though. Here and this one's from Connie Lindbergh, and he actually saw reblog. Forbes the sun is asleep as Steve Solomon fared as 2020 as he record 100 days slums. Yeah, and this one was reblogged on life, death, and all between. Well, thank you for the reblog, and this one's from Pan Miron. Each farmer food crisis things about to get much worse, and yes, reblogged on the Rigo, get the Environmental Health Watch. Well, thank you for that. And wow, people, we are now done with all the comments. And yeah, and I know I still got one more, and this one's from the Scoop for Truth. Well, Matthew, well, I just want to say, your post claims of the terrorists. Well, she is an outspoken lady, and she's trying to prove a point, and now that first trying to tell you that she's a liar, she's all wrong in that, though. Well, I'm not sure of that, though. From the Scoop for Truth, though, I'm not really sure. I am still going to follow Dira Tavares. And there's some things I do agree, and there's some things I don't always agree. I'm just going to sort of take this for a grain of salt. They're trying to say, oh, she's all wrong in that, though, but just go with your gut feeling, and that's all you got to do. Just go with your gut feeling. If anything does feel fishy with that person, yeah, that's when you should probably start believing. Well, so from my point of view, I'm just going to stick with Dira Tavares. She is an outspoken lady, and she really puts out good info, and I really admire her work, so. And also, I am subscribed to her channel called Stop the Crime. Or something. I don't know if that's going to come back and start putting a whole bunch of measures, say, oh, you're not getting it. Well, yeah. Well, I think that's all I got to really say. And I actually had gone through all the comments since when I did my last one as well, and when I got my channel to, when my ukulele channel got to 20 subscribers, and on both YouTube and Bitchute, and also on WordPress, and also got 100 followers on WordPress. That's just for WordPress. 101 followers. I actually got 115 followers, but with WordPress alone, I got 101 WordPress followers alone. And that adds, with for email, that adds to like 115, and of course, I do have, along with about 150 followers. That's just on social media as well. So, and there's the Oshkosh Master Test. That's from the Upper End Ranch Project. And if you haven't watched that, do go and watch that as well. Oshkosh Master Test. And yes, do go and watch that. It is a good video as well, because why wearing a mask for long periods of time is a bad idea. I know I'm going to get a lot of that, but do go and watch that. Well, my channel is actually at 31 subscribers on ukulele on YouTube. 30 subscribers, and well, for me, I am taking a break, and I'm going to do so as well, because I know my neck is nice stuffed, and it's good that I do take breaks, because my stress is a lot less as well, and sometimes you just need to just ease down and just sort of recover, so you don't get too stiff, don't get burnt out or whatever. Well, and also I'm going to have another channel called Mad You, and means it's going to be my gaming channel, and if you're really into games and that, though, that's the channel you might want to subscribe onto as well. And well, people, I am going to leave it right here, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. That's all I got to really say for now. This is Matthew Miller, sign off, over and out.